Time now for your evening edition of the news. TCI World and Regional Top Stories for this Friday, April 19th, 2024. I'm DeAndre Hamilton, joined by Rashid Essen. Magnetic Media is your news leader.
There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such a wholesome variety of your favorite fresh foods. There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such outstanding service. And there is simply nowhere else in the TCI to answer your every food craving in a chic, comfortable, centrally located store. That's a place you can trust. Number one is Graceway IGA. Fresh, service, trust for over 20 years.
The U.S. Centers for Disease Control, or CDC, and the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, have both issued warnings for dengue outbreaks in the Caribbean, as over 3.5 million cases have been recorded. Now the Turks and Caicos is repeating warnings to residents to ensure that they dispose of garbage properly and get rid of any standing water in their yards to lower dengue risk. In addition, the Ministry of Health is bringing in entomologists to investigate what kinds of mosquitoes are in the Turks and Caicos and how best to tackle them. Kyle Knowles, newly minted Minister of Public Safety and Utilities, has revealed the spending priorities for his ministry for the financial year 2024-2025. On the table is an $850,000 allocation for the completion of the halfway house in Providenciales, which was highlighted by John Malcolm, Member of Parliament for South Caicos, earlier this year. Another $300,000 is allocated for the Community Enhancement Program to assist rehabilitation efforts and community projects, while $613,763 will go to the establishment of the multi-sector regulatory body. $384,900 was allocated for the launch of the electronic monitoring system for parole, and $1,615,420 for enhancing security across the prison, increased training, staffing resources, and broadening of the farm activities at His Majesty's Prison. It's the news that matters most. Magnetic Media. Rashid Essen is on the other side of the break with your regional top stories.
We love playing video games, and the only way to win is with a fast, reliable connection. Flow has the best fiber internet for gaming and streaming. We've even tested it in our gaming lab on 6 different consoles. When we're playing, we only see users on the Flow network. Flow Home Max plans allow up for 6 persons using 3 consoles or application with 200 megabytes per second, no buffered or lagging, and you get that for a low price. Stay in the game with Flow's fiber fast internet. Visit discoverflow.co. Conditions apply.
It's now time for your regional top stories. I'm Rashid Essen. According to the National Coordinator for Disaster Reduction of Guatemala, CONRED, there are more than 40 active forest fires, a total of 7,376 hectares burned, putting thousands of families at risk. In fact, CONRED, as of April 10, declared a 30-day state of calamity due to the fires. Also due to the effects of the fires, such as air pollution, the Ministry of Education in 3 departments has suspended classes. In Mexico, as of April 11, there are 70 active forest fires in 19 states, according to the National Forestry Commission, with over 32,000 hectares burned, mostly in the southern states. In response, about 3,115 troops have been deployed to control the fires with aerial support teams. Guyana, too, has been battling wildfires with 28 people currently in a shelter and over 16,000 hectares burned. AI, or artificial intelligence, is gaining momentum in the classroom in Jamaica as senior teacher at the Alpha Infant School, Sabrina Raymond Hunter, publicly approved an educational AI-powered robot called iCheetah. She told JIS that the learning of her students has advanced since the robot was incorporated in her class 3 weeks ago. Developed by Cheetah Toys and more, JIS says the robot is specifically designed to engage and educate children at the infant and early primary levels in a fun and interactive manner. Magnetic Media is your news leader. For the news that matters most, we've got it here.
After spending 50 years in the country, Harold Charles, governor's appointed member, is frustrated that residents are still not in top positions in companies and development.
When are we going to have Binhongos manage those businesses? When? I don't have another 50 years to live. I was hoping I was going to live to see it.
He called on the government to work harder to carve a path to the top spots for islanders.
We're not getting it together. I'm talking about BDM and BMBs. You all are the lawmakers. You make the laws. So enforce the law that you make. You can't make it let everybody come and do as they like.
Charles was speaking during his contribution to the budget debate. Friendy Marone faced Chief Magistrate Joylyn Hatman last Tuesday arraigned on a knife robbery, taking a motor vehicle without authority and using an offensive weapon to cause fear. It is alleged that he and another unknown on Thursday, April 4th, robbed Wilson Alfred of around $300 and a Samsung cell phone. This incident occurred in the vicinity of Clement Howell High School. They also reportedly took his white Toyota motor car. All three charges were sent to the Supreme Court as the Magistrates Court lacks jurisdiction to try robbery cases. Marone's sufficiency hearing is scheduled for June 7th. Lots of earthy activities this weekend, including the Youth Environmental Summit to be staged at Beaches Resort under the theme Green Generation, inspiring change for a livable planet, and the Farmers Market in Q-Town, and both of these are happening tomorrow. Keep up with activities on your favorite socials like Facebook and Instagram and Magnetic Media WhatsApp Blast. Have a terrific weekend and see what you can do on Sunday, Earth Day, to celebrate our amazing planet.